many times, and we'll see you next Monday afternoon.
Right.
Alright, I hope you're feeling a wee bit better in the toothache. Okay? Right, we'll see you then.
Right.
We'll get you back into your room just now. Thanks, Louise. It's looking nice and clean. They've obviously been working hard. Hi, Gina. How are you?
I'm fine.
Long time no see.
Yeah.
How's sex?
Fine, thanks.
Okay. One of the things that came up for you, Gina, is that you were suffering a wee bit from anxiety. I'm going to be running a class next week. Next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday afternoon, and I've got some spaces available. And I want to find out if you were still interested in coming along.
Still interested.
Right, okay. I've just been saying that one of the other girls can solve all your problems, but I can at least try and give you a wee bit of kind of advice on how to try and deal with things.
I want to do this one because I've got more.
No problems.
No, this real sentence, I just can't get my head around it at all.
How long have you been given?
4 months, but I've only got about 30 days left, and it's the shortest I've had. And I just can't get myself back to be myself, so I think this will help me. Close to my lost stone.
Have you? That's you healthy eating or otherwise?
Otherwise.
Okay. How's the family?
They're alright, they're standing by me. This is the last time they're standing by me.
What did they say to you? Quite heavy?
I was starting to get really heavy.
What were you on?
Heroin, Valium, hydrocodone, basically anything.
You could get same old day.
It's not really dirty, do you know what I mean? Kind of 2 grand range running up at the chemist for you and going for methadone. It's just not right.
In Cornton, Vale, they basically said there's about 95% of our prisoners had a drugs problem or are in here due to a drugs-related crime. Very few prisoners will have a drugs charge, such as Misuse of Drugs Act. What they will do is they will be charged for shoplifting or soliciting in the streets or assault and robbery, but it tends to be drug-related to feed their habit, and also partners and hangers-on, you know, so it's really, really quite unfortunate.
We'll get up to 27 guys in the dorm area, so you don't have the halls, you know. Oh, you're prisoners on and out all the time, so you get on a wee bit better, you know.
And generally what those prisoners in jail for?
Oh, most of them are drug-related offences. You hear that? He's going to come in with the camera to see what a dorm looks like with bodies in it. So if you don't want your face that, watch your telly or something. Jesus, man! Hey, you have a clean dorm or a dirty dorm? This is a dirty one. Got a shower room. Got your toilets, got your urinals and sinks. Radio, telly down the bottom. That's about 20 odds in here, I don't know exactly how many. If you want to you can take a walk down the bottom if you want, just to get an idea of the size of the place. If there's trouble, that could be a fight between each other, or it could be a fight with one of them wanting to take you over. They've got 26 guys to handle them. If you want to sell them, there's 1 or 2, you know, the difference is maybe we handle 1 or 2, there's just no danger. The shit hits the fan that you can handle 26 guys, you know. I would say there's, in this particular jail, there's tons of trust between staff and prisoners, isn't it? We had that incident in the dining hall, the fellow had a heart attack and he eventually died. And they could have wrecked the whole jail. The atmosphere was unbelievable. We've been in here when there's been fights, we've been in here when there's been a riot. And eventually just had to take the bill with home, we got in the door and we sit down and say, listen, this affects me as much as it affects you. And then once they all started to calm down, we spoke for about half an hour, 40 minutes, all that. And that particular night it worked. Well, thank God it worked. They put themselves in to pass drug tests. They can go to a drug-free door, which has better conditions than that.
So that last one wasn't drug-free?
No. Wait half an hour. I'll show you one, and then you can have a look in it if you like. Listen, this camera crew's coming in to look at this dorm, right? If you don't want your faces seen, turn them out. Say the fuck you want, put a mask in. Anyone else don't want to be seen? Yeah, these are all fucking hardened criminals.
Guys, arrest these for a tea, come on!
As you see, difference in the shower rooms, tiles, a bit more cleaner. Sorry, this new sinks. You've seen the old ones, was all sort of ceramic stuff. Carpets, pool table, video recorder. It's just a cleaner environment, you know. Where the boys are in and out, and it's 90%. As you see in that door now, I'd say 25 in there, 22 drug offenders. They're not all bad guys. That's just the way life's treating them, isn't it? Which is another gripe that we have. Everybody seems to think that the prison service should be sorting out everybody's problems. You know, when you always hear, oh, the teachers deserve this, the nurses deserve that. Fair dues. These guys went to school from they were 6 to 16. Well, the fact of not getting education wasn't my job to educate them. The teachers to educate them, but nobody bothers with that. You know, social services are not taking care of them, and they don't have a job. Housing conditions are terrible, but all of a sudden when they come into jail, it's all their problem. We don't have the facilities and the resources to help these guys. I mean, if we get some of these guys and they don't use for a few weeks, and then, which is a big thing. You know, don't look at people coming after drugs as they've got to be clear. If a guy's a 10 or 15 year heroin addict and they stop using for a 40, that's a massive step. If we get them doing that and we send them straight back into Postal or Easter House or Vacays or whatever, and it's pure housing, back to their same shy conditions, no jobs, no prospects of a job, and then they go and wait for the social to deal with them and give them a check to get them going, they're way back out stealing, they're way back into their habit, you know, so society's problems aren't yours. I wish there was a difference here. People want to get out of their head. We never did educate them. That was the teaching profession. We've got guys here that can't even write. Adults over 21 can't even write. That's shocking, but they come in here, we're meant to teach. We're meant to send them out they can read and write at low levels. No, it just work that way, you know. And that's something that wears heavy with us. Because everybody's up, oh, give the teachers a pay rise, give the nurses a pay rise, give the social workers a pay rise. Give me a pay rise, you know.
The vestibule area, that's the operation side of things. It's where all the visitors come out. Say they come through the top gate, which is controlled through the main gate. They come in, the officer there will deal with them, whether they're legal visitors, family visits. Everybody comes in through the gate, comes in through here. Details are given to the officer.
I'll take my names, please.
Stuff are put through the scanner, metal detector there as well. And the lockers that are for any personal equipment which are not on establishment, mobile phones, etc. This is the gate area. This is where quite simply the gates are controlled. The doors, as you can see. Keys issued, radios issued. Basically the mainstay of the operations. Everybody goes out. Prisoners, etc. They all go through the gate lock at the back.
Oh my, teenage brown. I worked in this show for 5 years.
I hear you won a prize.
Inter-jail competition last Friday, no? We won extras when as a team and I won an individual. I think you got in real prison, so that was my kids in the sweaty show, as you can imagine, really. It's all for Jerry's and dying one of them.
I don't think to see one of the high security prisons in Scotland to be a place that we've got my Tuesday morning to get your champagne set.
The attitude of some people was, oh, I'm not going to leave that prison and do my bears here, Simon. Especially if you get somebody that's keen on it. Jason's very good at hairdressing.
And you think hairdressing someone you might keep up when you get out?
Aye, well, certainly get too long to do for robbing banks, no?
Yeah, they're just back to all the High Court level, I don't know where they escaped from. I don't know whether they've just been convicted or been out in appeal or whatever. This is the end of my 5th week, so it's still hurting shots terms, but the jobs are more sort of more varied. It's just like a wee bit more variety. This is I don't know the names of a lot of these things here because I'm still getting used to it. So the boys are in and they'll be finishing work in about probably 45 minutes.
This area is the back end of the enhanced wage workshop. It's currently a drug-free area. We employ an average of about 70 prisoners throughout the 3 workshops. At the current time, we're doing a contract for a big garden company who'll remain anonymous. We're doing gates for them, but coming into the summer there's a big push on garden gates. The average wage in here is around about £16–17, which is probably about £10 above the normal throughout the establishment. The good thing for that is it's a good encouragement for prisoners to remain off drugs to achieve that salary. If a prisoner fails a drug test, unfortunately he has to leave us. All the prisoners in here are extremely hard working, so we try and encourage them as well to remain off drugs, so we don't want to lose them.
You've got a nose bag here on now.
There's a good bit of banner that goes on and they'll come up. It's a different day for the prisoners, different day for work as well, different day for training. Lots of diverse training in other areas and it works well.
You phoned me about a basket, you ain't you?
Oh, they're scared from prison, that's the pensioners really get picked up anytime. See you up, look at it. Thanks again.
So what are you up to next week?
Well, I've got to come up to college and my phase 2 training.
Welcome back, nice to see you all again.
Which comprises of 2 weeks residential training. Got fitness tests and a wee bit more advanced work for the first time around.
Okay, Davey? Are you ready, Dave? Let's go. That's right. Just by your side, one's quick squeeze. That's fine. With this, one foot in front of the other, nice and relaxed, hold it central there, hold up for a minute.
So far it's quite enjoyable. It's meeting up with a few old friends and some people I've met before.
Keep the back flat, head up, hold, straighten the legs, straighten the back, and pull. The majority of prisoners get on fine with the officers. Occasionally there are alarms to be answered. It means that an officer has got to react very quickly to a situation and run through corridors, changing directions, such like, but not only to get to the scene of the incident, but be able to react at the end of the incident. We don't want them once they get there to be doubled up, fighting for breath, etc. So, in that aspect, it's very, very important to keep a reasonable level of fitness. Well done.
Okay, right, we'll just get started. Start off by welcoming you back. I believe everybody passed the fitness test? Yes, good stuff. Did they fail? Good. Everybody's passed the fitness test, that's fine. Well, at the moment, there has been a sort of change in the recruitment policy in so much as there has been a movement away with some of our funding, which has meant that a number of our establishments have had to relook at what their role is, and unfortunately we've had 3 establishments closed down. Subsequently, there's been a redeployment of those staff, and there had been no need, certainly in the foreseeable future, to have any more officers coming in. On Monday, we start at 9 o'clock in the morning, and we do person perception, which is based a lot on visits, family contact development officers and their roles therein. And it's about looking at the bigger picture of not just prisoners in custody, but how it impacts on the families of people in custody. We went through a restructuring in the service, and part of the restructuring was introducing operations and residential officers. And while we always had that before, it was always the one group. Operation officers, sometimes known as C-bands because of their pay scale, are the officers who are now recruited. We do a 2-year probation period in operational areas within the establishments, which is security, gate, control rooms, visits, that type of thing. They complete the 2 years and they also complete a vocational qualification, and on completion of that they can then move into the residential areas. It attracts slightly more money for them, and it's also more responsibility in so much as they're working in the residential areas, working with the prisoners. The more day-to-day problems that prisoners throw up within the residential areas. And then after coffee, it's women in custody. Okay, now that is a subject based, naturally enough, on Cornton Vale prison, and there'll be a representative here from Cornton Vale to give you a talk, just to give you an idea, flavour for what it's like in a only female establishment.
For me, I struggle with the running in the fitness test. As an officer, I have to keep my fitness up. Part of my contract is to maintain a certain fitness level. Funny comments about being flat in the back. You see a lot of people that will come here, and basically all they'll do is they'll come to she wants to put their fitness test, do enough to pass, and then they'll forget about it once they've passed, and that's what I did for the first years. It's just not good enough. You can't do that, you have to build up a certain level. One chance to sit it, if you fail it, you get 4 weeks, you get a lovely letter from your management stating that you'll get sacked for the term of your employment. That puts more pressure on you. I've seen people in here crying, being sick. Obviously that has an impact on you as a person, and you're taking that home. I was really, really stressed out, still stressed out about it. But it's here, we signed the contract. Alright, ladies. Everybody take a seat, is that us? Welcome. Anxiety Awareness Day 3. So do you remember when you came in day 1 on this side? Anxiety occurs when you're doing something too difficult or you're giving too much information at once. We're all agreed with that. And that would then lead you on to, well, if you are feeling anxious, what do? You fight or flight? Do you stay and deal with it? Or do you flight? Do you run away? You know, what would be the kind of thing you would do if you were running away? Time out for holiday maybe? Something like that. Because that's sometimes you need to do that so that you feel a wee bit stronger when you're coming back. It is harder here, you can't go for a holiday. And if you can, then I want to know where you're going. Okay? And we spoke about the anxiety cycle. And does anybody want to explain it to me?
Just like a vicious circle.
Yeah, it's a vicious circle. Give me an example.
What am I doing back here?
What am I doing back here? That's your thought, right? So the next part of that cycle is that you're going to feel a feeling or emotion from that. Look at the symptoms we put up there. How will you feel when you come in here? You're ashamed, you're sad, you're regretting, will you maybe having headaches?
I was more sweating, breathing faster, I was gutted.
Getting yourself agitated.
I got agitated.
Right. And from that then had an effect on your behaviour because you were feeling all these things. But it doesn't always have to be negative. Remember we spoke about it being positive, but it's very easy for us to automatically jump to the negative, okay?
Oh, it's used to be a good job. Used to be a good job up to about 5 years ago. At one time we all ended up in the same wages, so we've done the same job. But now everybody's got different pay scales, so there's a bit of animosity. There was always plenty of promotion prospects, but that's how it is, well, you know. Right, come on to our scrap. This is metal recovery. More commonly known as scrap. We get contracts with the local merchants. They just strip all the rubbish off and left with your basic aluminium or copper or whatever the hell. To work in jail, once they're fit, they'll come after withdrawals, then basically they come to work. There's 4 or 5 different sheds, but the scrap's the biggest shed. And scrap basically gets all the guys that don't want to work, you know. Yeah. Sometimes it's the worst shed, but having said that, they seem to manage alright, you know. Right, one? No.
I was working along the gate with the young offenders before we shut down. I've moved here just about 2 weeks ago. I work with the adult prisoners, and it's a totally different scenario. The young offenders
in some respects. Although the fact that there's so many more prisoners and it's maybe a ratio of 60 prisoners here to 2 staff at times, you know. At times it can be a wee bit more intimidating. And I think if you get problems with adults, it tends to be more serious than with young offenders. There's a boxing event on tonight that the PT department's jacked up for the adults up the dining hall, so I think there's a couple of hundred prisoners going to be at that. They're all looking forward to it. And it gives them something to look forward to, you know, rather than just being locked up at night. That's the first time I've done all day! Right. This was for an ID parade, buddy.
Some homework because I like to. And basically what I did was I asked you to go away and consider a situation that may make you feel anxious. Has everybody completed it? Take that as a yes. Thank you very much. Does anybody want to share with me what their example was? Only if you want to.
My MDT. Well,
MDT, that's the mandatory drug test.
Vale. Well, before I was offered it.
Right, so you're telling me you were offered drugs? In jail? Okay.
I felt guilty about taking it in the first place, and then panicking in case it came back positive, because it was a Sunni MDT, and worrying about what the governor was going to do.
You were saying you were feeling guilty and you were panicking. What was your body displaying? Were you getting like racing thoughts?
No, because I took the heroin anyway, so I was quite mellow at it.
Right, so you're enjoying the effect of the heroin you're saying. Right, so you're enjoying that, but afterwards...
Like putting a report. And then on the Monday I had to go in front of the governor, so I was worrying all weekend what to say to the governor. I've got to wait, I've got to go back in front of him again. Okay. So I'll probably, instead of getting out next week, I'll probably get added days.
Okay. So that's a very real situation here, isn't it? The fact that you shared that with us, thanks very much, because that's quite personal. But that's obviously had long-term consequences. And that long-term consequences could mean that Rosa's going to be in here longer. So therefore you might be getting yourself locked up in a state because of your out and family commitments and housing and children. Do you know what I'm trying to say? What we'll do is we'll stop for a cup of tea, okay, so you've worked really hard, your brain power's all going overtime. Volunteers for the coffee. Rosa and Gina, right, Sue's go and we'll bring the stuff through. Right, see if we go outside, do you mind if the cameras come with us? So that means you can't eye up the painters. He's a very nice person. Which one's mine?
Just here.
This one. Do you not think he's good looking? No, this is apparently an undercoat.
Alright.
And when they put the white paint on, it gives a 15-year guarantee that it won't slip off.
Why did this make green and white?
Which I think is quite positive, because that means we're going to be here for the next 15 years. Or something is.
What did you yourself, Kat?
I've got a life sentence to do here.
Right, cheers. Sus? All correct. This is third week. Started third week at night shift on Monday. So.
Quite different from home again?
Yeah, different area now. Don't film this bit, the door doesn't work. Well, one job's not in residential anymore, so I'm now in operations, so you don't have so much to do with the prisoners.
Right.
Yeah.
Easy, or?
It's like anything else, you know, it's going to take a wee bit. Take a few weeks, you know, get you settle in. Once that's done, it'll be business as usual, I suppose. I'll be getting
The dogs are used now, right enough, of course. As soon as we get in here with the rest of the staff.
Straight home to the pub. After a half shot, Kerry news about the day. I didn't follow him, there's no good doing it.
Thank you. Thanks. Here, mate. Thank you.
It's a kind of lost week, the night shift, you know, you just forget life. Fortunate side is you get a week off after it, you know, so it's not that bad. You hear you say we'll probably set up their own boxing rings tonight now. That was a good night. But as I say, just depends how things go, you see. Whether they'll be hyper all night or whether they'll settle down. It's a nice quiet night for us. You've got to settle in and start to know the guys that you're going to be working with for the next wee while anyway. I mean, of course, we don't know how long Moss is going to last. Yeah, so we may well be moving on again in the not too distant future, depending on what happens with things. From when I started in the job 12 years ago, the only thing that's changed at this place is probably 12 coats of creosote on the outside of these billets, you know. Whether we survive, I think it's going to be down to local management here and staff in terms of giving it a go. I think there's a feeling just now that the organisation wouldn't be too worried whether we'll Moss shut or not, and I think it's going to be down to us to at least give it a fighting chance, you know, and hopefully we'll keep it open through our efforts.
The confirmation test is back, and I have to advise you it is positive.
Right, well, we'll need to see them, right, because I'm obviously not a nurse.
We hold approximately 300 prisoners and they're all sex offenders.
Down the environment where they pass